everybody, and welcome to Rep RPG. My name is Matthew, and I have stolen the throne once again for another week. Welcome to Rep RPG. We are a tabletop and anything and everything nerd channel. We do a lot of D&D 5th edition. We do some Vampire the Masquerade. We've now dove into Die. We do video games, board games, you name it, we do it. And tonight, we are diving back into the domain of the Nameless God, a D&D 5th edition module by Fool and Scholar Productions that I am running instead of Cody, our normal DM. But speaking of other people who are here, why don't we go around the table and introduce yourself and who you're playing?
Hi, I'm Megan, and I'm playing Stacia Harper, the human punchy hair tie scrunchie.
I am Cody Stone, and I am playing Caden Woodstrike, the human hunter ranger.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm playing the warlock Myrna, who has done nothing wrong.
Hi, I'm Roya. I'm playing Sham Dubert, the wood elf spore druid. Yeah, that's just, yeah.
And I'm Xylan. I'm playing Quilwyn, the Palamom Dragonborn extraordinaire, who is not having a good time at all.
Well, you know, maybe we can fix that this week. But, you know, we have a lot of friends sitting around this table, but we also have some friends who support this channel. Might anyone know who they are?
I know of one. They are The Critical Dice. You can visit them at thecriticaldice.com. Head on over there. They do some fantastic subscription boxes. And if you enter the promo code REPRPG, REPRPG, you will get 50% off of your first month's subscription. That's the Endless Bag of Dice subscription, coming in regular and extra large sized. But if you're like, I don't need a subscription, I just want that really cool shirt. Well, if you follow the affiliate link that is in the chat right now, you can get 20% off of your entire order. So head on over there, load up on stuff, use the promo code, really helps out the channel, lets us know that yeah, things are good. So that's it.
Oh yeah. Other than that, a couple other quick announcements about the channel. If you come back on Thursday, you'll be able to witness us. I believe we are diving back into Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, that classic PC game. And then on Friday, you can come join us as a few of us are going into the world of Die, a really cool RPG system that we're kind of testing out for the month of October. For anything else that we do, you can head on over to any of our socials, all Rep RPG, or you can head on over to our Discord, where you will be kept up to date as we are. So head on over and stay tuned for all of the really cool stuff that we do here on Rep RPG.
Yeah, good times.
And with all of that bookkeeping out of the way, we can dive back into the world of the domain of the Nameless God. We are joined tonight by 5 adventurers, 5 possible would-be who had gathered in the small town of Ilmater's Hope, what once had been a fairly thriving farm town that had fallen on some hard times and had just barely been scraping by for the longest. But several of the characters in this game had been staying there, were from there, were visiting. Whatever the real reason might have been, fate decided to bring them together just before all of the children of Ilmater's Hope vanished. Overnight, they vanished with very few traces as to where they had gone. What little traces they could find leading into the Dead Pines, a nearby haunted forest that everybody, including the children, were warned to stay far, far away from. Unfortunately, the team figured out why people were warned away from it fairly quickly, as they were beset upon by the Silent One, a horror that stalks the night and preys on children and happiness itself, and is said to be trying to bring back an ancient deity that people have long forgotten about, called the Nameless God. Recently, our adventurers stumbled upon some recently dead cultists and bandits who had been taken over by intellect devourers. After talking kindly to one last cultist, Cole, they were led to a village that was supposed to be guarding a great gate that these children had been taken through in order to be used as sacrifices to unleash the Nameless God. Now, as they came through this village, they were able to a little bit horse blinders themselves to keep themselves from witnessing the horrors in this dilapidated, ancient yet fresh town that seems to have been destroyed ages ago and also destroyed just last month. However, a glint caught their eyes in a nearby open grave as they found a very shiny sword. And as they reached to grab it, they realized that the coffin that it was perched upon was no mere coffin, and it was something more. And with that, as the coffin lashes out at you all from the pit, I need everybody to roll initiative, because we are just jumping right into it.
Oh, Caden's tremendous luck continues with a natural 1, putting him on a 5.
Ooh, fun!
17.
Okay.
17.
17, okay. Sham, how about you? Ooh, you're muted.
8 total. There we go.
8, there we go. Alright, and then Quillwin?
4.
A 4, okay, cool, tight. Alright.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be...
And by love it, I mean I hate it.
Same.
What? You guys hate it? No, you don't say. Alright. So, as you begin to lift up the sword with your mage hand, I think it was, in order to pull it out of the pit, you see this... you see this coffin, almost Dark Souls style, sprout some legs as it begins to stand from the pit, and it lashes out at who was closest to the pit. I think it was, unfortunately, Myrna and Sham.
Myrna and Sham and
I think I was relatively close
Yeah.
because Myrna had to look over the edge. I think that's why
Yeah.
I was standing up close to try to grab, catch, or move whatever
Okay.
was coming up. So I know I was on near the edge with Myrna.
Okay.
And I think I was back with Stacia trying
I was with Quill.
With Quillwin.
yeah, we were just like,
Okay. Gotcha.
nope.
Yeah. Okay, then the tongue will the tongue is going to lash out at Caden, actually, as it steps up a little bit. And that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So that is going to be 6 damage. And you feel, as this tongue lashes out at you, you feel it stick to your chest, and you kind of feel it pulling, but instead of just pulling itself off, it begins to feel as if it's trying to pull you into the pit. And with that, it is Stacia and Myrna's turn. Whoever has a higher dex.
I have a 1.
I do. I've got the higher dex.
Okay, perfect.
So I spent my action moving the mage hand sword out of the pit.
I'll let. Oh, do you want to do that now, or do you want to have? I will let you have done that last turn, essentially.
Okay. So I've got a floating sword.
Yes.
Caden, do you know how to use this?
What type of sword is it?
Short sword.
As I look over. Short sword?
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Good with those.
Cool. Can I use my action to move the hand into his hand?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yes.
Cool.
Catch the sword.
Yeah.
And then I will draw back towards Stacia and Quilwyn, away from the coffin with legs.
Fair enough. All right. Let's see. Cody,
Yes.
you now have a handout as you feel the power of the sword in your hands. The sword seems to shimmer as it makes contact with living flesh and seems to light up the area a little bit with bright silvery light.
Nice.
And then you back up. It is now Stacia's turn.
She's going to, I'm assuming it's less than 30 feet away from
Yes. Yes.
me. Okay. Start going for the tongue.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yep. Oh, good. And because I've never done this, fighting spirit, so I get 5 temp hit points
Hell yeah.
and
Nice.
advantage.
Mm-hmm. That sounds correct.
Yeah.
Yes. An advantage. All right. So roll to hit. Oh, 23 hits.
Absolutely. Yes.
That wasn't even with advantage. So
Oh.
we're just. I'm gonna do it again just to
Good
see
fish.
if I crit.
Yeah.
Spearfish.
Absolutely.
I don't. Okay, so that first one hits,
Uh-huh.
and then. Oh, so close. That was 19, so 24 hits.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. The first one is 7 damage,
Okay.
and the second one is 5 damage, so 12 total.
Okay, absolutely. It shrieks a
And-
ungodly shriek as you slash at its tongue.
I want to put myself in front of, with whatever little movement I have left,
Uh-huh.
in between Caden and the edge of the pit.
Okay, I mean, you
stuck
won't.
to the tongue. right?
Yeah, so you won't be able to get in between them, but you can try. You can be next to in order to be able to grab him if he as a reaction if he starts
okay.
falling into
Then-
the pit. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, if he didn't have a tongue stuck to him, I would say sure, but because he does,
That's
it's
fair.
a little hard to get in there.
Alright,
Anything
alright,
else?
I'm good. That is it.
All right, Sham, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. So tongue monster, Sham is going to burn a use of his wild shape to become a symbiotic entity.
Gross. Okay.
Get all of his many specialties, like 6 temp hit points and an
Nice.
extra D8 of necrotic
Ooh.
on a
Okay.
successful hit,
Nice.
I believe.
Okay.
And so that's going to be my action. And then
Okay.
I will bonus action Shillelagh.
Okay.
and I will stand here intimidate.
Hell yeah. All right. Any movement that you want to use? I mean, you're up
No, he's
against the
staying-
pit.
Yeah, he's right at the pit. He's making sure that if this thing does anything he doesn't like, he's there for it.
Fair enough. All right. Caden, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to, since this has been, I'm just gonna take the new shiny sword
Mm-hmm.
and try to plunge it into the tongue monster.
Absolutely.
So, calculating everything should be plus 8, 18 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, and so that is 1d6 for the short sword, plus the d8 on the Colossus Slayer, and
The Colossus Slayer is it's been damaged before one.
correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, and it has been damaged,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Okay.
Yes. I just always forget that one with the it is a large or larger creature one.
It's actually the size doesn't matter on
Yeah.
that one, but it's oddly named.
Yep, exactly, and that's why it
Yeah.
always for a second throws me off.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but, I mean, chill touch.
Right? Yeah, it is the chill touch of ranger abilities.
Fair.
Got that? I'm like,
Now
oh,
that
it's a
you-
touch ability. I won't use
Now
that.
that you've said that.
So 14 points of damage.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. And then is it a bonus action? I have a bonus action left. Can I utilize the bonus action to attempt to escape the tongue, or
So you are grappled by it with the
Okay.
escape,
Hmm.
and I have an escape DC. Sure, I'll let you do it as a bonus action. Yeah,
okay? I mean,
yeah, fuck
if
it.
it's an action, that's fine. Usually, it's an action.
It normally is, but because it doesn't have arms around you or anything, and
Okay.
you don't have to do that, and you're just kind of trying to pull away, I'll let you do it as a bonus action. You do have disadvantage.
Okay.
It is
Disadvantage.
very
Got
sticky.
it. Very sticky. Okay. So I'm gonna roll 2d20. My bonus on this is a +4
Okay.
on my acrobatics. Better than my +3 on the athletics. Both are
Fair enough.
15s, so totals at 19.
Yes, you are able to yoink yourself away from the tongue.
Ah, ah.
Woohoo!
And hopefully land safely on the edge.
Yeah, you do not fall in.
That's fine.
Anything else on your turn, Caden?
No. If no, as long as
Okay.
I'm on my feet
Yep.
and not stuck to a tongue.
Correct.
That's what I'm looking for.
All
I got
right.
a real low bar today, kids.
Fair enough. Quilwin, you're up.
If I'm able to take a good old smash at the tongue, I'd
Yeah.
like to try that.
Yeah, you can head on up to the pit and just kind of be in the around the rim of it and slam your Morning Star, right? You can slam it into the mimic.
Actually, I can't. That's a 10.
That does in fact miss. Yes, that does miss. Anything else? Any bonus
bonus
actions?
action.
All right, perfect. So at the start of the round, you all hear from the nearby cart that you had noted was as being as slightly undulating the bodies that were on
Yeah.
it. You
Yeah.
hear from that actually you hear it begin to creak as a couple of the shapes begin to climb out of it, and then you hear it and then you see a couple other shambling bodies coming from around the cart, as well as 4 bodies begin coming towards you. The first, her body is desiccated and shriveled, and her flesh is clinging tightly to her bones. The second one is bloated and sickly looking, with a constant stream of black drool descending down his jaw. And then the third, his eyes were sewn shut, and you can see where the threads were, but you can see that they were recently forced back open. And then the fourth one, her abdomen has been hollowed out and has a large glass jar placed in it with an opaque liquid. And as this creature stumbles forward, you can almost see something, you're not sure what, bump up against the glass. And all 4 of them shamble towards you as the next round begins. Yeah. Let me just get them added to the initiative tracker. And okay, so the first body, the one with shriveled flesh that clings slightly tightly to her bones, she shambles forward, and will actually lash out at Sham, and it makes 2 claw attacks. Oh, I think both of those are gonna miss. Yeah, absolutely. Well, maybe not. Does a 14 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay, perfect. And then that is all that one does. Then the mimic, freshly pried off of Caden's body, is going to slash out with its. Actually, it's just gonna the coffin is going to open slightly, and you can see where the tongue was coming out in the giant teeth, and it's going to try and slam shut on Stasia's arm.
While you do that, can you also roll me a Constitution saving throw for my necrotic spores?
Absolutely. Does a 16 hit you, Stasia?
Meets it, beats it, motherfucker.
Actually, I would like to use as a reaction.
Uh-huh.
I want to use my fighting style.
Okay.
So it's very similar to the helm, but my fighting style is protection. So
okay.
The creature I can see attacks target within 5 feet of me.
Uh-huh.
So I'm guessing Stasia's still probably relatively close. Okay.
Yep.
I use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack.
You got it. And that is a 7, so that one misses. How does a 17 do on the saving throw?
That will pass. So no necrotic for it.
No necrotic? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Necrotic for you.
All right, and then as it attempts to slam shut, and Quilwyn pushes your arm out of the way so that it misses. Stasia, it is your turn.
No, it's.
I am a liar. Yes,
Yeah.
Myrna, it is your turn.
So we've
Resorted.
got the 4 and the mimic in front of me, and then coming up the side are the 4 zombie-ass creatures, correct?
Yeah, you have the mimic, and then the 4 shambling zombie-esque creatures are coming behind you.
Okay. I don't want to be in between the zombies and the people.
Fair.
So I will come up behind the group of people.
Okay.
Still sort of placing a body. I like Quilwyn between me and the mimic.
Okay.
And I'll set that bell a ringing again.
Okay.
DC 14 wisdom save.
On the mimic?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure that's a failure. Yeah, that's a 10, so that's a failure.
All right, it takes 11 necrotic damage as I toll the dead.
Dang. Okay, it is not looking great, y'all. Okay.
Let's kill it quickly because we have
what a
friends
pity.
behind us.
Anything
some
else?
of them are already here.
Anything else, Myrna? Okay, perfect.
No bonus action.
Stasia, it is your turn.
So that was on the mimic, and the mimic's almost done.
Yeah, it is. It's not quite immediately on death's door, but it's getting there.
All right, she's how
May I, real quick, may I use my reaction and hold out the shiny sword, short sword, to Stacia? Because I see she is using short swords. Yes.
Yeah, but it's okay.
No. I know. I'm better hit with my bow, and you can attack more often with this short sword. It is better in your hands, genuinely. So out of character, but Caden doesn't have time to say all that. He goes, Stacia, take it.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, and you catch it.
How far down is the mimic?
You're able to cut at part of it from where you are. It has stood up in order to hit you. Okay. So you are good. Let me share this with you as well, Megan. You have that.
Oh.
There you go. You now have the handout for the weapon.
Do I?
Yes.
Yes, I do. There it is. Okay.
Yay.
So, yeah. So everything's a +2.
Yes.
Okay. Kosher. She's gonna just slash at it twice.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know how to do this.
If you just roll your regular attack and then add a
2.
Yeah.
Okay. How's that 5 do?
That will there's no way that's just a 5. You rolled a single d20. And yeah. I know that you have a more than a +0 to hit.
I hate everything right now. Okay.
I mean, unless you have a +9 with the +2, it will still miss.
On my hit stuff, because there are no more short swords. It's a 5, so it'd be a +7.
Okay. Do you still have advantage because of your spirit thing? Your fighting spirit?
And I can... Nope.
Okay, that's fine. Then that one will miss. I don't feel like
doing it right now.
That's fine.
So that one misses. Sorry. And then...
You're good.
7 + 7, so 14.
That will hit, yes.
Okay. Fuck. Come back. Okay. +8, so it's 8 damage.
8 damage? Okay, perfect. You can see some of the wood splintering and blood oozing from the splinters in a way that you are unsettled by.
And yeah, she's gonna jump in the pit.
Okay.
To sort of 1v1 it.
Okay. Yeah.
So everyone else can do the zombies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Speaking of, one of the zombies, the bloated one that has black drool, it comes shambling towards you. And it is going. Quilwyn was put between it and... or wait, no. No, you put Quilwyn between you and the mimic. But you know what? It will still try and attack Quilwyn. Why not?
I'm taller, so that works.
And shiny.
Exactly.
I'm very shiny.
Let's see. Blah. Ew, gross. Okay, cool. It lashes out at you with its claws, and as it does so, you feel, I think, sure, it vomits grainy coagulated blood at you, as it tries to slam against you. But a 16 misses, yeah?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. And then that's it for that one.
Can I block that with my shield?
Yes, you can. Yes,
So
you absolutely can.
My shield? I don't want that on me.
You absolutely can. And then the one with the recently ripped open eyes comes shambling forward for Sham. And as it slashes at you, I need you to make a DC. I'm not going to read that to you, Matthew. Don't do that.
No.
I need you to make a sanity saving throw.
Sanity saving throw.
Yes, please.
Okay. That's going to be a total of a 9.
Okay, you take 10 stress damage.
Oh,
And then you're frightened of this zombie for 3 rounds.
oh, awesome.
As you look into its eyes and see the threads still there, just imagining what that would have been like. I assume a 23 hits you, but a 10 does not.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. That is going to be 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As it slams its talony nails at you, and then the last figure shambles forward. Its glass jar sloshing as it comes for Caden. I need you to also make a sanity saving throw, please, sir.
$18.
You are able to steel yourself as you look up from the jar to face it head on. Does an 18 hit you?
It does.
Okay, you are going to take 6 damage. 7 damage. I'm a liar. I can add, I promise. You're going to take 7 damage from that one, and then it is Sham's turn.
Okay, so I've got 2 zombies on me, and Stacia has jumped down the hole for them, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to attack the zombie I'm not afraid of.
Okay, yes.
Okay. And then I'm going to... Wait a second. What does that add? Real quick. So that would add... Add 3 to this roll. So we're going to roll that. We're going to add 3 to it. Does a 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So I'm going to roll that here. That should be 8. 7 damage total.
7 damage. All right, perfect. I need you, as you slam your staff into it, you watch as it also bursts slightly with these sickly spores. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. You're not supposed to do spore things. I do the spore things.
I know.
That's a 10.
Okay. You, buddy.
I don't think I haven't succeeded on any saving throws in combat at all.
Yeah, as these spores and dust explode off from her, you begin to choke, and you are poisoned for 1 hour.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, sorry, bud. And you said that was you said that was 7 damage.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. Anything else?
Is it bonus action? Flip this thing off. That's all it's got.
Fair enough.
Indeed.
All right, Caden, you're up.
There are 4 zombies up here.
Correct.
Near dead mimic thing. How deep is that pit?
It is 5 feet.
Five.
I'm a liar. It is like 7 feet deep. It is deep enough to where you could not reach down and grab the sword. You would have had to have hopped into it. So it is that deep.
Okay. I am in melee and I don't want to be.
Fair.
I'm gonna use my action.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to I'm gonna describe what I'm doing to you.
Okay.
And we'll hopefully my action and bonus action are enough to do this, right?
Okay.
So my zombie has the jar.
Yes.
Jar gut,
yes,
right?
Jar zombie.
Yeah,
Jar
gut.
zombie. Yep.
Yeah, I'm good with jargon. So
Jargon.
I would like to grab Jargon by the shoulder, try to shove him into the pit.
Okay.
But as they go falling, I want to hold on to the jar. so that the jar does not go with them.
Okay, gross. Okay, yeah, absolutely. We'll call that a grapple.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, a shove is also athletics. Like, it's kind of the same thing either way.
Yeah.
So.
So let's do a shove. Why not?
Okay.
So I believe that is a attack action.
Yeah,
Like
that's my action.
Using
It'll
the
be an
attack
athletics
action,
check versus
make 'em-
athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm using
absolutely.
zombie acrobatics.
15 total.
You barely did it. As you reach down and grab onto the jar, you have to almost push your fingers into her abdomen around the jar, and you are able to like sling her, keeping hold of this jar in her abdomen as she tries to claw your hands away but can't get a good enough grip as you throw her into the pit essentially and keep this jar with opaque liquid in it as Stacia watches this zombie meet her down in the pit with the mimic.
And as she goes, I'm like, I'm sorry, but I gave you the fancy sword.
All right. As you
I'd like to use my reaction to look into the camera like I'm on The Office.
You can do that for free. That's a free item interaction.
You're
as you do so, you hear the like liquid within it sloshing, and you feel something hit up against the glass, but then bounce back towards the center of it.
Craig. No.
Anything else?
Do I have my bonus action?
Sure. Why not?
This bitch full. Yeet.
Okay. Awesome. You launch it and on the
away from everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
Into the distance. Nope.
Yeah, you hear it slam into the ground and shatter. And you on the wind you think that you hear the distant cry of a child. As it slams into the ground. Not like a you hit a child, but
no, but like I smashed open the jar in which the child had been
basically
decomposing.
Basically,
that makes me feel so much better.
Well, I just wanted to be clear that you did not hit a child with a jar.
Thank you. I do.
Although now we know where the kids are. Just
now you know where the
jars.
They are they're known
fatal
for catching
foil.
jars. All right. Any movement for you, Cody?
Can we not throw jars at children, please?
If I can take some steps away from the rest of the zombies enough that I just want to get some room to pull my bow.
Absolutely.
And be able to shoot next round.
One of them will be able to get an attack of opportunity on you.
Sure. I'll take it.
Let's see. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Does hit.
Okay, that is 5 points of slashing damage as the one with recently sewn shut eyes or ripped open eyes slashes at you. And then after you is Quilwyn.
Whatever one is the nearest to me, I want to heckin' do a smash on it.
You got it. Yeah, the bloated one with the black drool is the one next to you.
Dice, why?
Oh no.
Does an 11 hit?
It does. Meets it, beats it.
What? Yes!
Yes.
That is a 12 piercing damage, because
Okay.
I at least did crit damage on it.
Hell yeah, nice. All right, perfect. Anything else? Any bonus actions, movement?
How bad is it looking after I smash it?
It's looking fairly bad, but it's not necessarily like if you breathe on it, it is not dead. It'll still need at least another hit or two.
Alrighty.
If you would have liked to have made that a smite, I will let you.
No, because
fair enough.
I'm running out of first level
Absolutely,
spell slots.
absolutely. I just
So,
wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
So
We good.
anything else? All right, perfect.
no.
Then after you, it is the shriveled and desiccated zombie attacking Sham. The one that spewed dust and spores as it got hit.
Trying to
one
steal
of
my stick.
absolutely. One of those was a 21 to hit. The other was a 9.
What? Yes, the high
So
one. Okay.
yes, that is going to be 6 slashing damage as it as it claws at you. And then the mimic is going to lash out at you, Stacia, attempting to bite at you once more. I assume that a 10 misses. Yeah. So it is now Myrna's turn.
All right, Quilwyn's doing great. Great job taking the zombie. If I move away from Quilwyn, will it get an attack of opportunity on me? Or did I place her strategically in between?
You can have placed her strategically.
Chef's kiss. All right, so I will back away from the zombies,
Okay.
curl in a way that has a direct shot on Spore.
Okay, yeah.
So like I'm on the outside,
Looking
shriveled
in.
husk
Gotcha.
hit. On the outside, no, I can't sing. Not allowed to sing. Illegal.
Also maybe not that show. since a movie just came out.
Yeah, and seeing him already choking on spore dust, I know it can't get any worse. So I will shoot an eldritch blast at the shriveled spore thing.
Okay, go for it.
Things I know, it can't get any worse.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a 24 to hit
Surprising nobody, it will hit, yes.
for 10 damage.
Roll. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is looking rough, but not quite there yet.
Unfortunately, I do not have a bonus action.
Fair enough. It does. You do note that it explodes in another round of dust, but Sham is already choking and coughing and is not affected anymore. He already was. All right, Stacia, you're up.
Well, fuck. So she's gonna go for the mimic first?
Go for it.
Maybe. Yes. Okay. So that was 25 hits.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. And does an 11 hit?
Yeah, the mimic? No, I apologize.
Does it hit the zombie? That's good for later. Okay, so I just get one hit on
Nope.
7 damage.
Ooh, it is. It looks like if you were to breathe on it, it would die.
Then I must. I shall. Wait, can I? I don't know that I can.
And you.
I can't.
Action surge?
I can't because I
No.
already did.
Did
did
you in
last
the? Yeah, last week. All right. Any movement or what?
If it was in the fight, we took a rest.
You did take a short rest.
We took a short rest. Is it for short rest or long?
Because somebody
It's
died.
short rest.
It is, yeah. All
Yeah,
fighter
so you should
things
have
are
bet.
short rests, so you can.
No one
Yeah.
died. Y'all are just being.
They just got dumb.
Oh my god. Then
Yeah,
yes.
you had a.
Then now I will action surge.
All right, sounds good. Go for it.
Try to hit the stupid box. 19,
Yes, that will hit.
and that's 8 damage.
As you slash at it, you are able. It's getting ready to slam into you with its tongue again as you just slash downwards and cut the tongue off. And the tongue falls to the ground and quivers a little bit as the box closes and then like begins to shrivel in the pit. Any movement?
I get. Do
One
I
more
only
hit,
get the
yeah.
one more hit?
I
get
think
2
you
hit.
only, because isn't it your bonus action to do your to do your 2-weapon secondary offhand attack?
Then okay.
Okay, sorry.
Then I'm just gonna get up into zombie girl's face.
Hell yeah. Yeah, girl, you did not have to try very hard to get in there. Because Kaden yeeted her at you.
Where?
She is
dear
jarless
friend
now,
Kaden.
though. She is jarless now. So,
Mhm.
you just see
Well,
an
there's
empty...
no honor in fighting a jarless woman.
All right. After you, it is... which one? It is the zombie that is on Quilwyn. So it... You see it begin to gag up a little bit of black drool as it slams its 2 claws at you. Ooh, I think I've hit Quilwyn for the first time in 3 weeks. Does a 24 hit you?
What do you think?
At this point, I don't know.
I can only be strong for a little while.
As its claw, the reason that its claw is able to make contact is because it does gag up and vomit up this coagulated blood that hits you in the face, and you have to close your eyes to be able to protect yourself from it, and in doing so you let down a little bit of your guard. So you are going to take...
I'm too busy trying to put my shield in front of the stream of vomit coming at my face, and I don't notice the claw coming from the side.
Exactly. So that is going to be 9 slashing damage, and then 3 poison damage. And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That would be a 9 on my saving throw.
You as the bile hits your eyes, you instinctively, you feel yourself close your eyes, and you are going to be blinded for 2 rounds until you take a action to clean your face off. And then
Gross.
yeah, it is very gross. And then the eyeball zombie is going to lash out at Sham once more. That is a 9 and an 18.
The 18 definitely will.
Okay, that is 7 damage.
Okay.
And then the jarless woman down there, Stacia, she is going to swing at you with 1 claw. That is a 23 to hit.
Damn, girl, get it.
So that is 11 points of slashing damage. And then, oh, go ahead.
If the jarless woman could make me a Constitution saving throw.
You got it. Ooh, that's probably
I'm-
a fail. That's going to be a 9.
That will fail. 2d4 necrotic, because I'm in my special form.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a 6 points of necrotic damage.
Oof. Okay. The jarless zombie.
I'm
Six-
trying,
6
Stacia.
points
I'm
of-
trying.
Also,
Yes.
as a reaction, yeah, does an 18 hit her?
Yes.
Cool. She's gonna take 5 necrotic
Okay.
because of my little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
actually I don't think any of you Myrna would see this. You see the leathery cape that Stacia has been wearing. You see it as she gets hit. It seems to come to life behind her and rear up and slash out at the jarless woman, the jarless zombie. And then as it does so, the clasps that are in Stacia's shoulders, you can see them sink in a little bit, just a little bit as it does so. And then the cape, after slashing at the jarless zombie, will kind of fall back as if it had just been blown in the wind a little bit. And then does a 15 hit you?
Me?
Yes, Stacia. Yes.
No.
Okay. All right.
Hot.
And then it is Sham's turn.
Okay. I still have
You have both eyeball zombie and spore zombie.
Right. I can't handle eyeball right now because he's all eyeball-y. So I'm gonna go
Fair.
after spore. I'm gonna roll a physical dice because I don't trust. Okay.
Fair enough.
So that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
That will definitely hit. Yes.
Okay. 14 plus 20 points of damage.
As you slam your staff into her, she does erupt not only in dust and spores, but also ichor and shattered bone as you break this woman. And
That's my thing.
Spore zombie is now dead.
Okay, good. Stay that way. And he's gonna turn to face eyeball man, not happy about it.
Fair enough. Any other bonus actions movement?
Nope.
All right.
Nope. Just staring him down, trying to avoid the eyeballs.
Fair enough. Caden, it is your turn.
Yeah, bow out, and let's take a shot at the one that is blind but not blind. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, eyeball zombie. You got it.
Yes, absolutely. Quick assessment for me. There's eyeball zombie.
Yes.
There's the jarless woman down with Stacia, but she's only fighting one thing right now.
And then
What
there's
is-
the bloated zombie that vomits up coagulated blood that is fighting
On
Quillwyn.
Quillwyn,
Yes.
who is blinded currently.
Yes. Yeah, you see the blood, the blackened blood on her face.
Who looks like they're in more trouble, Sham or Quillwyn?
I mean, she's blind.
She's blind, but my poison will last an hour, so don't worry about me. My condition is
Great. I'll attack.
She's gonna-
I'll attack the puker.
Okay, you got it.
Great. 12 to hit.
Yes, that will hit. Yes.
Great. And it has taken damage.
Yes, it has.
Awesome.
The
9
eyeball zombie
points.
has not.
Well,
No, this
then
was
I
the-
chose correctly.
Yes, you did.
9 points of damage.
Absolutely, yeah. You shoot it in the shoulder and it reacts heavily, but stays standing even if just.
Cool. I'm going to continue to back up, maybe grab if there's cover or anything. But with my bonus action, what I'd really like to do is look in the direction of where I yeeted the jar and see if whatever was in there is now black puddinging
No,
my
you
way.
no, you do see a shape, a lifeless shape, like small lifeless shape on the ground, but but it is not moving. No.
I just
Yep.
all right.
Yep.
Wanted to make sure.
I appreciate you checking, but no,
Cool.
it is not. It is not coming towards you.
That is my turn.
All right, Quillwyn, you're up. You are blinded unless you want to take an action to unblind yourself. Ooh, you're muted.
Yeah, I am.
There.
I probably would have heard somebody valiantly coming to my rescue. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and take the action to get my eyes cleaned out.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you are able to reach up and kind of like wipe the ichor off of your face. Any
gagging
bonus
the whole
actions or
time.
movement? Fair.
Crying is a free action, so
Fair
I
enough.
don't need a bonus.
All right, Myrna, it is your turn.
I'm not good in combat, but I know enough to focus fire. She will also take a shot at the bile zombie.
You got it.
Oh, that was a natural 1 on the attack, so.
That will miss. Yes, correct. Yeah, you attempt to launch out the bolt of energy just as Quillwyn stands back up after like wiping off her face, and at the last second you have to turn your hand to avoid shooting your friend. Any bonus actions or movement?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, absolutely. Stacia, you're up.
Try diplomacy on this. No, I'm gonna stop.
I mean, have you really dug into what her reasonings are for doing bad things?
Hey, just gonna try raptoring it. Yeah.
It's sharp diplomacy.
Yes.
Very sharp diplomacy.
That's an 11.
That will hit.
Sweet. Okay, so the first one hits, and an 18 will hit. Then.
Yes, it will.
9 points on the first one,
Okay.
and 8 points on the second.
As you slash into her, you can see that her her arm that you just slashed into is barely hanging on, but she still stays standing ever so slightly as she is trying to flail to be able to hit you.
What are you gonna do? Bleed on me?
Don't tempt her.
That's the guy up here with me. That's the guy up here.
The bile zombie that is attacking Quillwyn will lash out once more. Twice more. Go ahead.
We'll need a Constitution saving throw from him now.
Okay. I will.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I'm sure, a fail. That is 10.
And that is max necrotic, 8 necrotic damage. Sham is finally putting in work.
Bud.
No, it did not.
Yeah,
I tried.
You can see the even as it's bloated, you can see some of the life force from it leave out, and it makes 2 last desperate claw attacks against Quillwyn, but they are surely its last.
I tried.
Does an 18 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, but a 22 will, I assume. And I will need you to make another Constitution saving throw as it vomits up blood once more.
Gross. But not as gross as what I just rolled. That's a 9.
Oh, girl.
I can't.
Oh,
I either
girl.
roll really well or I can't roll worth a shit.
Apparently. Okay, so it does vomit up on you again. And you are going to take 8 points of slashing damage and 6 points of poison damage. As the vomit. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna blind you again. It'd be so fucking rude. But you will take the poison damage. And then the eyeball zombie is going to slash out at Sham twice. The highest is a 14. So I think both of those.
Yes, they do.
Okay, perfect. And then Jar zombie down there with Stacia is going to try and talk to you.
Excellent. Let's start a dialogue.
Let's really wrap it out.
Exactly. Does a 17 hit you?
Fuck you. Yeah, it does.
Okay. The 10 will miss, however. That is going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As it tries to. What? Sorry, what?
Does a 17 hit her?
Yes, it does.
Okay, she takes 5 points of necrotic.
All right, Myrna, you see once again
And
the cape lashes out, almost getting a mind of its own as Stacia gets hit. And you see the shoulders and also where it connects across her neck kind of dig into her skin. But as it lashes out and hits the zombie, the zombie falls to the ground, shriveling up as it falls.
And then 6 points of psychic just on top of it. Ha!
And it cries. It shrivels and cries. Sham, it is your turn. You have eyeball zombie on you. Have bile zombie.
Yeah.
Bile zombie looks like if you were to look at it, it'll die.
Yeah, I'm gonna save bile zombie for someone else. I'm gonna look at
Fair.
the fresh. Just wasted a crit. Does a 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. 16 points of damage.
Yeah.
Is your damage dice like a D20?
No, it's 2d8 plus my magic die because I have my spore form and shillelagh.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
What the fuck?
You.
OP. No.
You like lift up your staff and just kind of baseball bat line it up and slam this thing across the mouth, sending a couple of its gross decaying teeth flying. It is looking rough. Anything else?
No, but he's not. He doesn't look happy about the situation he's in.
Fair enough. Kaden, you're up. There are 2 zombies left. The bile zombie and the eyeball zombie. Bile zombie is right on
We'll
death's
start
door.
with the one I'm pretty sure I could kill if I hit. So let's go with that.
Fair.
Bile zombie it is. An 11.
Yes, and it dies.
Cool.
it had 1 hit point. Yeah.
I'm so
my.
mad. Almost hit. There was no more that I could have done. That was max necrotic damage.
Yeah. I was really hoping. Any bonus actions or moves?
I'm gonna look around and see if anything else is coming at us.
Nope.
Okay, then I'm gonna hang out where I'm at.
Tough. All right, Quilwyn, you're up. You have just the eyeball zombie that is next to Sham.
I am going to basically look down at the one that's dead. Thanks, Aiden. I would have loved to kill that disgusting thing myself. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to
Sorry,
wail
I can't
on
hear
the
you over
eyeball.
you being alive. That's...
Well, I mean, I'm not too far away from dying at this point.
Ooh.
I've been taking some damage.
I'll cover you when we're done with this.
I'm hurting a little bit. Down to 17 hit points.
Oof.
From my 43.
Oof. I apologize for nothing.
I wouldn't expect you to. I'm going to wail on the zombie
right.
that's left.
Go for it.
With my morning. I can't. Okay, so 19 to hit, right?
That will hit.
Right?
Yes.
Positive 5 piercing damage.
Oh, okay, absolutely.
Damage, man.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, rip.
Listen,
Yeah, you
roll a 1, 2, you know.
you kind of like get your Morningstar spinning a little bit and slam it into it, and it does not look very happy about it. Myrna, your turn.
If I moved, could I get a clean shot on it?
Absolutely.
Or with the 2 of them? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I will move and pew pew. Those are the somatic components. Pew pew.
Yes.
25 to hit.
That will hit, yes.
10 damage.
And as you launch your bolt of dark damage or of darkness at it, it slams it in the in its previously sewn shut eyeball, and it crumples to the ground, dead.
Bullseye.
Absolutely. You all stand and look around, listening for anything, and other than the sounds of your own breathing, you do not hear anything coming towards you. What would you like to do?
Sham will the spores will settle down around him, and the stick will go back to being a normal stick, and he'll just sort of slide over to Quillwyn and just lay a hand on them and just cast Cure Wounds. As he hacks up spores that he's not supposed to have in him. Not happy.
I apologize. Go ahead.
No, that was it.
How far through the village are we? I know the village is very small, and we were nearing the exit.
Yes.
So to speak.
Absolutely. You are 3/4 of the way through this village. Like, I'm even more than that, but you do know that past the edge of the village, it will take you about 10 to 15 minute walk to be able to get to the supposed gate.
Okay. I think we need to get out of the immediate village, burn that candle for an hour, and catch our breath before we move on.
Yeah, I could take a rest.
I could
Falling
too.
out of the pit.
Yeah.
Also,
Stacia.
Stacia, as you begin to settle before you climb up into the out of the pit, you you now have a second to be able to look at the sword, because everything happened so quickly within that fight that nobody really had more than a split second to take a look at it. You do see that it is made of mithril and that it glints brightly, almost shining, but not quite. And you see a bit of carving, just in very small at the very base of it. And you recognize that it looks like a very fancy script. I don't think that. What languages do you?
Goblin.
Yeah, no, it is not Goblin.
Never is. Oh, and Sylvan. I speak Sylvan.
You recognize it, but it is not. But you're not able to actually read any of it. It looks.
Does anybody speak Elvish?
Yep.
Anybody read Elvish?
I
Literally everyone else.
Everybody else.
Everybody else.
Oh, y'all chose like useful languages in school. That's fun.
The actual elf walks over to read the elf.
I keep forgetting you're an elf. All right.
One of us will do it for you. It's like, no,
Yeah.
we got this. We got this, elf.
You
pull the
Are you
stick back
explaining
up.
my religion to me?
you see carved in it the phrase Chali os di Thisriel, and it translates to Bane of the Nameless.
Sham will eloquently say the actual Elvish that I can't, and then we'll translate the name for everyone.
Oh.
So, good, fine, everyone.
Right? It's good.
Does someone want this?
I can't use it.
You literally have swords.
Right. She's kind of looking at Quill. Like, someone want this?
I will look at it in interest. But I will just kind of I'll kind of gently like pat Stacia on the shoulder. You did a really good job wielding it. You should.
Oh, thanks. She'll look back at Sham. So am I magic now?
As
you're
you
not magic.
Like, if I
As
have an
you-
elf sword, that makes me magic, right?
As you say
works?
that, you begin to hear whispers in your head, actually. And you aren't quite sure what it says yet, but you can hear a little bit of something in the back of your head.
I mean, well, typically speaking, Elven script can have magical properties, but this sword just looks magic normally, so you're probably better off than the rest of us right now.
Congrats on being magic.
Congrats.
Huh?
Yes.
So yeah, well, thank you.
Who
Everything
are
right?
you? Who are you that wields me? And you hear it in your head.
She's answering back in her head.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Stacia. I teach gym.
And you think yourself worthy to wield me?
I mean, yeah.
What quest are you on?
We have to save the kids, and I think we have to save them from the nameless god.
As you even get the word nameless, you can feel it. You can feel it tense up and almost hiss at that. Don't say its name.
Then have one. What am I supposed? Bob. Yeah, I'm Bob.
If that is truly your goal, then I will assist you.
Do you have a name?
And it says to you the Elvish, or Bane of the Nameless.
Fisty.
Basically.
All right, Fisty. All right. I heard Fisty in there. So
I would like a different one, please.
I veto
The
that
sword,
name.
Yeah, let me put an
I would
X
like
on
to
the thing.
fist the nameless god. Thank you.
The sword actually yeets itself out of your hand, and disallows you to attune to it.
I didn't say I wanted to fist you. Oh man. Okay.
Shally is the
Shally.
first.
All right, Shally. Let's not dilly-dally.
Good. For waiting will only serve to allow it to be free.
Do you know where it is?
Sealed deep behind the great gate.
Right. Do you know where the gate is? Like, can I use you as a divining rod?
No.
Oh, so you really just slash at stuff? That's about it?
Whenever you are a sentient sword and someone tells you that all you're good for is slashing at things, get back to me and tell me how you feel.
I can understand you being upset, but I mean, we're tired, we're stressed. All of the kids are missing. And it's been a day, my dude. The shopkeeper can do magic now. This guy does like spores. Everyone here does magic except for me. And now I've got you in my head. So I apologize if I'm a little testy.
I don't want to hear about your complaints.
Myrna will kind of like lean over and whisper to Caden. Yeah, so Stasia's just kind of been standing there for a couple minutes. Should we?
It's not a
Looks
game if I'm
angry,
not
but-
slack-jawed staring at something.
I think that's a bit of a timetable.
It's a Megan
Oh,
staple.
no. I'm going to go over there and just kind of gently like pat her again.
Yeah,
Are you okay?
Yeah, you can feel it, you can hear it, you can...
Yeah, I'm fine. All right, listen, I'm sorry I was rude.
Wait, are you saying that part out loud?
No,
No,
when her
no,
hands
no.
are on her head, she's
Yeah.
doing the Professor
okay.
X.
Yeah, Professor
Got
X.
it.
Obviously.
Are you
No,
doing
yeah.
that in character though? Because if you are, I feel like I'd be kind of worried.
I'm fine. All right, listen, I'm sorry I was rude. I'm just scared.
Don't be, I'm here.
Thanks, Shally.
With me, we can keep the nameless god at bay.
Oh, are you okay saying his name? His not name now? Or
Matthew forgot.
Big move, buddy.
I'm still watching like Stacia very closely.
The conversations are happening like nigh instantaneously.
Yeah, like I'm just still kind of like watching.
Mhm.
Caden has looked. If she's paused for any length of time, he's fine, and will respond to Myrna, who had inquired. She's fine. I mean, as fine as any of us are, because there was some. The jar had, you know what? I was just stuck to a tongue. What do I know? Gather around, kids, and I'm gonna get the candle, breast candle, and light that as we take a short rest.
Okay. Are you using 1 or 4 charges?
Well, it takes 4 hours to use 4 charges, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yes. It only has 4 charges
Right.
total. So if you use 1, you will not be able to use the 4.
I will then, out of character, may I defer to the group?
Yeah.
If
absolutely.
we want to try to use this as a rapid, if we think we're going to have the opportunity to squeeze in a long rest later on, we can. The benefits of using the candle as a short rest are not great. But if we think, no, we probably aren't getting a long 4 hours later, then getting double our hit dice could be useful.
Right.
I think it's better as the long rest, but we didn't take that before we went into the village, so I didn't know if we thought we would get that chance again.
How are we doing health-wise?
I'm at 22 of 40, so
31 of 55.
that's about 3 dice for both of us.
Cham, you're muted. Cham,
Sham,
you're
we
muted.
can't hear you.
Sorry. I will attempt to stop. I'm at 26 of 30, but I'm back to 1 wild shape available.
Oh, all right. 26
I
of
was
30. Oh, you healed. Okay.
I got all my temp HP from the
Oh,
wild
nice.
shape ability.
Nice.
I
Like, I
didn't
still-
get
Sorry.
I didn't get touched in this last battle, and I healed at the short rest. Thanks. So I'm 35 with 1 warlock spell. So
A short rest should get you your other
Mhm.
warlock spell back.
yeah,
right?
I'm in it for the spells. I don't need a longer short rest. I'm in it
I
for
mean,
the spells.
A
We
shopkeep
need to
spell.
short rest. Right.
Yeah.
To do inventory. We need to do a short rest regardless.
Great. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. We can do the regular short rest without the candle.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah.
Do we do it now, or do we wait and save the potions for later, right before the boss battle? We don't know when the boss battle's coming.
That's true.
Fuck.
I would say if we can, who needs a full rest right now? Who would that actually benefit?
I don't need any.
Oh,
The
well,
only thing that a long rest would benefit with your group would be
Yeah.
because your wild shapes refresh on a short rest, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it would be your spells and Quillwin's spells. That's the only
Yeah.
class
And mine.
feature. Oh, and yeah, I forget that.
Mm.
Right?
My-
But it would be the
getting-
spells that
getting
would be.
advantage
Yeah.
comes back on a long rest, but I have 2
Oh,
of
okay.
those left.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's not, and I'm still at 50% of spells, so I'm fine over 50%. So I'm
Great.
fine with that.
So
Short rest.
Short rest.
short rest.
rest.
Normal short rest. No
No candle.
No
Yeah.
candle. Cool. I'm gonna
No
go ahead
ta-
and
no take
roll.
candle.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll my hit dice
Okay.
in the chat. I can
Yeah.
roll them one at a time.
Yeah, go for it.
So there we go. That is 10. Gets me to 32.
And where are you guys doing this short rest? Are you doing it right where you were, or at the outskirts of town, or
Outskirts.
Okay.
Outskirts.
Gotcha.
Don't want to be near the piles of bodies. Don't want to be near where I had yeeted the
I
jar.
figured, but I just had
Yeah.
I had to ask.
Yeah.
It's my
Well,
it's my spooky DM duty.
Please do. Yes. But
Yes.
I when you were like, yeah, it's like 10 minutes out of town to the gate. I was like, well, then I've got like a 5-foot radius where I can.
That's
I can
yes,
stop
that's true.
And sit. And take a long
Absolutely,
rest.
absolutely.
So yeah, I used 2 of my hit dice. That gets me back to full.
Okay. Is anybody else using hit dice?
Yeah, I'm
I
doing it
used-
right now.
1 hit dice.
Okay.
Back to full.
I'm just gonna do the 2 because 48 to 51 is close enough.
Okay.
When
As
the
you
I
guys
rolled
points
one.
hit me and I die. So-
Okay. Wow. As you guys are short resting, if I could get everybody to make a perception check for me. How'd we do?
21.
17.
17.
13. And I got a 13.
All right. You all, everybody except for Quilwyn recognizes the quiet return that you all had heard in the forest. Quilwyn, the reason that you do not notice this is because almost as soon as you step outside of the town limits, you feel your connection to your deity come back in full force. And you feel that you have left the desecrated ground, and you are so preoccupied with that and that the comfort that comes with that coming back that you can barely focus on anything. So you don't particularly notice the like uneasy quiet that has returned.
Yeah, I basically, like, as soon as we get out of the town limit, I start I kind of drop to my knees and I just start praying. Absolutely.
Anything else you guys want to do before you finish up your short rest?
Yeah, as Caden's short resting, he's gonna get a ration out and realizes that Quillen's praying, and then be like, "Oh, okay." And then he realizes she's not gonna stop, and then he's like, "Oh, well, then I'm gonna eat." So
Maybe bird it to her.
no. That's not the point. I was just trying. Anyway.
Yep.
I've already been puked on a few times today. I don't need another one.
Yep.
Puked on.
You want me to
puked
mama bird you
in.
the cookie?
So nothing else
Yeah.
before you all finish?
No.
All right.
Do I notice anything about the cloak? Like, have I felt it getting?
Anytime that it has lashed out, you have felt it dig into your skin.
Okay.
And you have felt it. You have felt it taking. It isn't only attacking the thing that attacks you, that you can feel it taking something from you as well.
What?
Well, you know.
Look at the
Oh,
thing.
no, you don't.
Oh.
Okay, rip. I thought that I had put this in the thing. Whoopsies. It's in the GM notes only. Here you go.
Oh, this is fun. Did you just update it?
No, I just sent you a message on Discord.
Oh God, I'm so afraid.
You say we're turning this into like D&D
Oh.
the musical?
Oh.
Oh, hold on.
When the new weapon
so
is
the-
I was mistaken. I am at full hit points.
So the 3 times that you have used it,
Yeah.
it has taken its toll upon you. And it has taken something in return each time it has clasped itself deeper into you. All right, if there's nothing else, I assume you guys are heading out towards the gate.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
You all follow the trail of up for about 10 minutes. And then in the slight distance through the fog, you can see a dim glow coming from something very large up ahead. And you can see that it's about 30 feet in height, and you can hear the muted sounds of footsteps squishing in the mud up ahead.
I'm gonna grab the bow, and if there is a tree line or area which to take cover off the path, I would like to attempt to do that.
You would have to go. As you have followed up this path, like the trees had already been sparse leading up to the village and continued to be sparse. So you would have to go kind of far out to be able to find a tree to take cover under.
Okay, so it is relatively
It is fairly open. Yes.
Understood. Cool. Well, then with that, I'll just knock an arrow
Fair enough.
and
Just gonna walk towards the squish.
yep.
You got it.
Let's head that way.
Go ahead.
I'm going to use my oath of devotion and sacred weapon my weapon before this.
Nice. Okay. Anything else anybody wants to do to prepare? Before you head on up.
You're just gonna continually cast shillelagh on the stick. Just whenever it drops, just more shillelagh.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Myrna.
That vial of poison we found earlier.
Yes.
Can I be the one to have it, please?
Defoliator poison.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, it's in everybody.
Treat
Yeah.
yourself, Myrna.
Thank you. I love poisons. Also, if you want to sell that cloak, just let me know. After, I would love to have it in the shop.
I love it. Look at the sword to my friends.
Now you understand the lantern.
You thought you weren't magical.
And yet, as you all approach and you get closer, you can see this looming thing come into view as you see a very large, massive stone archway in front of you. 6 hellish torches cast light on ancient characters, massive runes, and hideous gargoyles that are all hewn into the stone that makes up the archway. The figures represented are comprised of stern-faced humanoids, ravenous monsters, and freakish abominations that seem to shift ever so slightly under the torchlight as the torchlight flickers their facial expressions, seeming to possibly change. 2 very large statues flank the edges of the arch, and the passage leads directly into a large mound of earth, the edges of which are obscured from your vision. Large piles of stone lay nearby, accompanied by mounds of excavated dirt and wood from felled trees and various tools for labor. In the center of this massive archway is another massive stone door with no visible lock, keyhole, or method of entry. Instead, there is an inscription carved on the door that that 4 of you recognize as Elvish.
Oh, it's Elvish.
Due to its elaborate and fanciful nature. However, you also notice that dark spatters of blood mar the door, and you see 2 corpses lying at the base in a pool of their own blood. Although the nearby air is still stale and warm, the overwhelming rotting stench has dissipated from these corpses has dissipated slightly. What would you like to do?
Where is the squishing sound?
You notice footsteps that were in the mud that lead directly up to the gate.
So we were behind the squish.
Yes.
Going to the gate.
Yes.
The corpses from here, do they look like children or adults?
There is 1 child and 1 adult, both face down.
Running.
Okay, absolutely.
Towards the kid.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would definitely run towards the child as well.
They are both.
While they take off running,
Mhm.
may I, real quick, can I get a count of how many bad guys there are?
0.
0.
0 bad guys.
Okay.
0 bad guys. The only humanoid shaped things that you saw are things that are carved into the archway, and 2
Gargoyles.
very, very large statues that are like
Right.
25 feet tall that are
Okay.
part of the archway. And then
I'm ready to be squished. Go ahead. Step on
yeah, and then
I got
and then just the 2 corpses laying on the ground.
The 2 corpses. Okay. The mention of gargoyles had me thinking there was
Gotcha.
actual
Nope.
physical things. That's
Nope.
okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I will bow up, look for what left the tracks, and proceed at a less running pace.
Fair enough.
Sham is watching behind us,
Okay.
and is just sort of keeping one eye on Cody's character and the other eye just back. She keeping that paranoid watch behind us.
Okay, gotcha. Myrna?
Myrna wants to read the archway, so she'll more sedately stride a bit forward.
You gotcha. All right, so Stacia and Quilwyn, you guys get up to the two bodies. Again, one is a child and one is adult. What do you like to do? They're
Like
both
the
face down.
child's. See, like, turn the kid over, see if we know who this is.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
as you as you turn the child over, you do recognize him. He is a young teenage boy, human, and he looks as if he is completely drained of his blood. Quilwyn, you recognize this as Gilly. You know him to be a bully from the town. One of the children. He was kind of an asshole, but even so, this is much worse than anything that he could have deserved for any sort of bullying that he might have done in town.
I would just go ahead.
The blood, is it drained from bite marks, from cut marks?
Slashes. His wrists and his neck.
And it looks like it was like a knife.
Yes.
Heard? Okay, thank you.
If his eyes are open, Quillen will just kind of sigh and make sure that they're closed. And then she's gonna kind of, after kind of double checking to make sure he's actually dead.
He is. He is unfortunately
yeah, I was gonna
dead.
Say, she's going to just take her symbol and just bow her head and just kind of say a prayer.
Okay.
And just sigh heavily and stand up and look at Stacia.
I'm gonna go to the adult and see who that is.
Yeah.
While she's praying.
Absolutely. As you begin to turn him over, you look down, and his face is where you expected there to be a large slash along his neck as well, to match Gilly's, is completely unmarred. And in fact, his face is lacking a mouth. And where you would normally see two eyes, instead, you see three sunken hollow sockets. And as you stare down at it, it lets out an inhuman screech that you recognize all too well. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, really quick.
What was
Is this...
what was Caden's rule? Crush the head before you check the body.
Crush the skull. Crush the skull.
You forgot to crush the skull before checking the body.
Is this a sanity save?
No, it is a wisdom saving throw.
Well, okay.
Sorry.
Could it be? Fuck.
No.
How's that 6 treating me?
Yeah, you you freeze in fear as you look down at the silent one, and his hand seems to almost transform and elongate as his nails seem to grow out of his hand, and he stabs into your arm. Yeah, that's a 22 to hit.
Jesus.
And that
Fuck those
is
things.
that is max damage
Well, can I use my reaction to
Absolutely.
To make that a disadvantage?
Yes you can. That was better. That was a natural 18. So it will still hit, and that is going to be 16 points of piercing damage. I apologize. As it stabs into you and then stands up and takes off into the woods, away from you all.
I saw that this is, and then you deleted it. So if I use the reaction, it won't hurt it.
Correct.
Okay.
Part of you.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the point of damage, but I'm not gonna bother rolling.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
part of you instinctively try to lash out mentally, and you don't even quite understand what exactly it was that you did, but nothing happens, except that it sinks into you
It
slightly.
still takes it?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I see the going,
Mm-hmm.
may I use my reaction
Mhm.
to Hunter's Mark?
Absolutely.
Well, it's not a reaction spell, but I'm just saying.
I will.
in-
What is the range of Hunter's Mark? Like, what is the range of the spell?
A good question. A question that requires a quick search.
Sure.
It's probably like 60 feet or some shit.
That's what I think it is.
90 feet.
90 feet.
Oh.
Yeah. Absolutely. You are able to you're able to it will try, and it starts to run away, and before it gets to the edge of this spell's reach, you are able to focus your magics slightly on it, and you know that you are hunting your prey.
Yeah. Cool. If you're good with it, I'm good with it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean,
Awesome.
because we're going by like actual rounds or whatever. It would have to be next
Sure.
round before it can dash and get away forever.
Yeah.
So you are able to at least grab a look at it, or grab a Hunter's
Awesome.
Mark on it.
How fast does this thing look like it's moving? Now that we see it do its thing.
It is faster than any of you are. Not quite double as fast, but it is a fair chunk faster than it.
Okay. When it goes to dash, will it still be outside of a bow's range?
Bows have like a fucking 150 feet, right?
I mean,
Right.
to 300 is the long range.
Yeah,
I believe,
so
for a longbow.
it will be barely within the non-disadvantage after one round of it dashing.
Yeah,
Okay.
150 and 600.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. But it will
Serpentine.
basically. So as it
Tree.
runs, it does go around and behind the archway to kind of break your all's line of sight from it,
Sure.
essentially.
Yeah.
And then it will like go into the woods behind the arches, or arch,
Gotcha.
singular.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna like, obviously, like, I tried to get in the way of that
Mhm.
and I wasn't able to before it stabbed into her.
Mhm.
I remember Caden said to crush the head.
Not really helpful right now.
And then I'm going to just gently like pat your shoulder, and I'll lay on hands on you for. Say, how bad are you? Out of character.
32 out of 48.
Okay. I will heal you for 5 points of damage then
Thank
of that.
you.
I'm reading right now, but
Yes.
don't crush the head of the child. I might want to talk to them.
Y'all need to figure out if you want me to crush shit or not crush shit.
Always crush it. Always crush it.
No,
I am.
Always crush.
It's a kid,
I
and
will-
then don't crush.
I will stand in between the body of the child and Caden.
I'm not going to crush it. I'm hunting the
Rapids.
three-eyed thing that keeps running away from me and laying dead and then being like, jump scare, right? I'm hunting that
Mhm.
fucker. Back burner, Troy. This cat needs to be dealt with, okay?
Caden is done.
Just
Can
the
you blame
discussion
him?
of crushing heads, he was merely pro head crush. He's not going to the kid right now. He's
Okay.
carefully making his way around the arch. No. I'm not disengaging
Okay.
the hunt. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll basically heal Stacia, and then when I see Caden like just beelining it after this asshole. I'm going to sigh and try to follow you as best I can.
All right. So, are you guys actually chasing after the silent one, or are you like what is that the plan, or?
Oh, I'm at least pulling out my short bow to get around there to get one attack off.
Sure.
I feel that necessary.
So at the very least, Caden is rounding the arch fast enough to try to shoot this thing.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. That was more a question of I want to clarify rather than
and so a peek inside his mind. Even if we don't stop to fight this thing like wholeheartedly, I want to piss it off enough that it's like I don't want to be here anymore.
Sure.
That's my goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So, and if we fight it, great. And if we don't, that's fine. But
all right, go ahead.
Hunter's marked it. I'm gonna try to shoot the fuck.
Absolutely. You two, while Myrna is reading, you two are able to get around the arch and get off a round of attacks on it.
Okay.
That's gonna be an 11 to hit.
That will miss. Oh, and yours is 320, so yours would be a disadvantage.
Yeah, so it'd be less.
But but an 11 will miss either way.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. So that is a D8 plus a D6 for Hunter's Mark. That is 12 points of damage.
Okay. You hear it cackle as the arrow strikes its shoulder in the back of its shoulder blade. You hear this shrieking cackle as it turns, and its eyes are, you would not recognize this necessarily, but its eyes are that of Gilly's. As it turns to you and laughs and then continues running.
Cool. Until somebody tells me, hey, we're not chasing it, I got 600 feet of disadvantaged shots shooting at this fucker, and I'm gonna take every single one.
All right.
Oh, Sham has at least 320, so he's taking another one if he's got it.
I'm hanging back with Myrna, to watch her read.
I don't think it doesn't take too long to read.
There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things.
A lot of stuff has been going on. I just wanted to read what was written.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, you guys can let off a few more shots. It will continue to run.
Sure.
But you do shoot out a couple of more times before it is out of range, and it even if they end up hitting it, it seems to barely take notice other than to cackle.
Great. That's I'm satisfied with my long range shooting attempts.
Absolutely.
I will return to the group. I'm gonna for my mind, I'm gonna roll for 8d20, so disadvantage, and just take them at a time. What does hit? Does 14?
Because it is disadvantage. A 14 will hit. The 13 will, or the
12 will
12
not.
will not.
14
the
and then
the
18.
Yes.
So I hit it 3 of the 4 times.
Absolutely.
Great. I feel good. Well, I think I should regain some sanity because I have just engaged in a personal hobby.
I will. Yes, I will.
Feel better.
The committee has taken your request into consideration and has granted you 3 stress points back.
Oh, thank you. Oh man,
you're so welcome.
Everybody get that stretch and that hydrate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Myrna, while all of that was happening, the reason it took you
focused.
Yes, the reason that it took you a couple of seconds is because, again, you see that on the archway is etched into it is some elvish script, but you do also recognize dark spatters of blood that were made into a message in Infernal as well. Which of the two would you like to read?
Let's do the Elvish first.
Okay. In Old Elvish, you read the story of two people. It says, "This is where Kel Paris and Loriak, the twin shields of Mithril, enemies of darkness, the eternal protectors, guard elf-kind from the depths. Beyond this gateway, which you recognize as a very particular Elvish word, Cerdian, you recognize that. But beyond this gateway, no mortal should venture. It is sealed and hidden with clear intention. Do not pass. The blood of countless lives has sealed this stone and many more before its construction. If reading this will not deter you, may the guardians take your last breath. For those who must pass, make your peace and ready yourself for the task ahead. We honor your sacrifice and will sing your praises at the feast. Be strong and do not venture from the path. If you should find this in dire time, the gateway may be sealed with life. The more given, the more powerful the ward. Do not dare venture forth." And that is what you see written in old. And you also recognize the script as Elvish, but you also recognize this specific script as a very old Elvish and very eloquent in not only its shape but also its language, and some of the words stick out to you as antiquated and outdated.
All right, beware the guardians. Don't venture from the path, and the gateway is sealed with life?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I thought we opened it with blood, so let's see what the blood says, and I'll read the blood splatter message.
You recognize it as infernal, once again, and it says, "Il rip dinich we Matthew, come on, you should have looked at this earlier. Il ripdnich widye mia waf haf sirwer da hafwick ma." And you recognize it. In dreamless sleep, he hears you whisper, "Do you seek him?"
Stasia's here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so should I I don't know how to ask you this, but it keeps repeating a phrase. Should I repeat the phrase back to it?
Give me a minute. She'll stand up. Hey, Shally?
Yes.
This is the gate, right?
Yes.
How you feel? You feeling limber?
What are your intentions here? This gate is sealed, is it not?
Well, we don't know.
You do
Would
recognize you do recognize that the stone gateway within the archway is solid. There appear to be no keyholes, no door handles, no hinges to allow it to be opened.
Yep, it's pretty well closed.
Then what are you doing here?
If she repeats, how do you open the door?
The door.
If I know how to, then I'll know what not to do.
The door need not be opened, but it can open and be sealed by blood, depending on what the intentions are.
But if we say something at it, it's not going to open?
As you ask that, I need And actually, Myrna, you too, as you were like, do you want me to repeat this back to you, this thing that was written on it? I need you to make a perception check, both of you. And Quilwyn, you are there as well. If you want to participate in this perception check, you
12.
okay.
Boys are out back shooting, laughing things.
Yeah.
And
All those
regaining
boys.
sanity.
Hell yeah.
Sanity. I got a 3.
Okay.
I finally rolled worth a damn, and I rolled a 17.
Okay.
Hey.
Stacia?
Oh, 12.
Okay. You do all recognize. Well, I'm a liar. Myrna doesn't recognize shit. She's very entranced by this blood writing. But no, you all do recognize that alongside these, some human, some grotesque monster, some other humanoid carvings of gargoyles in the archway, you recognize runes carved into it as well. And Quilwyn, you recognize what the runes are. They are draconic, and they are an ancient draconic as well.
Luckily, that's a language I 100% understand.
Exactly. So you do recognize that it is some sort of spell that is etched into the gateway within the draconic.
Can I at least get the words to it written down? Because
Yeah.
I'm not generally going to say words out loud.
Yes, you can.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, you can write down the runes. Their translated equivalents. And make a Arcana check for me. Those sure are some runes.
Yep, those are runes. I'm pretty sure they're in Draconic, but
They are
I'm
for
not
sure in Draconic, but what the fuck they
sure.
mean, couldn't tell you.
I feel like I would just start reading them out loud. Like,
Okay, yeah.
because I would probably still like know what they say, but I'm not realizing that what I'm saying is a spell.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Mina,
I might fuck things up.
because you are a spellcaster, go ahead and make me an Arcana check, please.
and
I'll
stop
give
me
you-
before I say something.
I'll give you advantage because it has been translated.
Yes.
A 20 with advantage.
Okay, perfect. You recognize that it is indeed a spell, but it is a spell of warding that was put on in the archway itself. However, you also recognize that there are some things in that stick out as odd and out of place. And we have a puzzle for babies. You recognize
baby.
some of the letters, some of the runes are out of place, and you recognize the following. Feel free to write them down. R B A R D C B A.
One more time.
Yeah.
Abracadabra.
Do you say that out loud?
I can. I'm not a spellcaster. I can say whatever I want.
Uh,
I'll say it out loud.
As
Yeah,
you-
abracadabra indeed.
as you
Abracadabra.
say that out loud, you hear the stones beginning to crunch as the door within the gateway begins to open at a seam
I'm not a
that you could not
spellcaster.
find, and it slowly begins to open up, the doors
no.
fading into the gateway in a way that doesn't quite make sense because the gateway is not wide enough to hide the stone that is retracting into it.
Shally,
No, this is good. I like it. Let it happen.
Shally,
Us two
remember when
standing
I-
on the other side. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, Sham, go for it.
Okay. Us two standing on this side. Can we see this open up from the other side of the gate?
No.
Or hear it?
You can
Can
hear
we
it.
be alerted in
You
some
can
way?
you can absolutely hear it. The reason that you cannot see it is because the gateway was, and you all saw mounds of rocks and mounds of tools, but the gateway kind of fades into a like a large dirt mound that now has grass that has grown on it over the years.
Okay.
So you cannot see it from the other side because of that, but you can absolutely hear it. Hear stone rubbing against stone as something happens, and you can hear Stacia. No! What are you doing?
Okay. Sorry.
Oh no, what did we do?
Shally.
What have you done?
First of all, remember when I asked you what was the thing I'm not supposed to do so that this didn't happen and you didn't say shit? This is on you, sir boy.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
So charismatic. Ooh, I am 21, not 21, baby.
Okay, absolutely. You feel the sword pushing. You feel that it was trying to do something, but was incapable of doing so.
Okay. It's open.
Mm-hmm.
So now what do we do?
You close the gate.
Are you going to tell me how?
I have told you it is sealed with blood.
Yeah. But it was life to open it, so we need just blood to close it?
No, it is life and blood to close it.
So if we kill something in front of this door, it's closed again?
Yes.
Heard. All right. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking in my head anymore.
Yeah.
Good job. Did we want it open?
Well, I feel like they went through it. They left some blood behind.
But
they
why
go
would
through
they
it?
leave the three-eyed freak behind? I'm so sorry, Sham. Please, you speak.
Oh no, just making the same noises.
Oh, good. Right, great. Okay.
We want it open because we have to go get the children.
Do we know the children went through it?
I kind of look down at the body of the child and look at the footprints.
Can I make a
And-
survival check to see if there are tracks that lead through the gateway,
Mm-hmm.
or if there is more evidence that they were taken elsewhere?
Absolutely, yeah. Go ahead and make that survival check for me.
You got it. 25.
Yeah, you see that the only footprints leading up to it lead up directly to it. You do recognize some of the footprints as being child-sized. You
None of them
recognize
lead
some
away.
of them as being adult-sized, but yeah, none of the footprints lead away.
Yeah.
Okay.
As Sham and Kaden get closer, Stacia, I need you to make another charisma saving throw, please.
16.
Right? Nothing happens.
Ooh, he mad. I mean, that's fair.
So we're going in there to get the kids out then, right? So way to go opening the door.
Yeah.
How'd you get it open?
She does magic now. Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna.
really vague.
I don't know that we should. I mean, if we go through it, can we close it from the other side?
I mean, why?
We don't want to close ourselves in there.
Well, also, everything's been pretty clear that we don't want to let out the nameless thing, right?
We
And
have
I don't
to
want Three Eyes coming up behind us.
To
So,
do voodoo. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if we
we
go
have to-
if we go in and all die, then we let the thing out, right? And if we go in, we leave this open, and then Three Eyes comes up from behind us, shooting it was only therapeutic for my soul. That was about it. So
Alright. Then, yeah. You guys go in. And I'll get the door.
Again, nothing has been explained of how it opens, how it closes. How do you do the stuff? We all need to know in case only one of us makes it out.
There was just a word to open it.
That's it. Okay, what was the word?
Takes blood to close it.
takes blood to close it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's gonna toss the mithril sword to Quill.
I will catch it uncomfortably
And
and
Make,
look at Stacia.
make a charisma saving throw for me really quick.
Me?
No, Quillwin.
20.
All right. Nothing happens. You do begin to hear whispers in your head, and they quickly increase in volume. Why have you opened the gate?
We have, and I'm actually saying this out loud because I don't really understand that it's only in my head. Because we have to save children. The children are in there, and we have to save them.
The children are damned if you let out the one that we had captured.
I would be damned just the same if I let innocent children die and did not do everything I could to save them.
The voice quiets, but you do feel a pressure in your head.
That's Shally.
What is going on?
The sword talks.
And I just kind of rub my forehead. Stacia, are you sure you don't want this back? I don't need a mouthy weapon on top
Well-
of everything else today.
If you guys want to close the door behind you, which is smart, then someone's got to close the door. So you guys go in, get the kids, make sure you keep at least one of the cultists alive so you can reclose the door when you leave.
Okay, so I do want to point out there's kids' footsteps going in, and the door was closed. So if the door was meant to be open, they would have left it open. But instead, we're kind of like just standing here, thinking about whether or not we want to cross the threshold while they're already in there.
So go.
Okay.
So it probably closes behind us then.
Myrna,
Unless-
Myrna and Sham make a Arcana check.
Okay.
Actually,
kid on
Sham, yours would be a disadvantage just because you
Yeah.
were not there witnessing the opening.
Yeah. That's why he's saying what he's saying. So
Mhm,
we're rolling
absolutely.
dice. That's a 3 and a 4.
A 21.
Myrna, you recognize that because of the strength of the way that they have described the ritual for sealing the gate and closing the gate, you recognize that the need for blood is to magically seal it, not necessarily shut it, and that likely the command word that was spoken earlier is merely disabling the actual mechanism of the door.
Knowing that, can I roll an additional Arcana check
Mm-hmm.
to know if it is sealed currently as opposed to just shut?
I will give that one to you for free, because you saw Gilly drained of blood, and that it has been unsealed. That it is not currently sealed.
Okay.
Because
So
they used the blood to unseal it, and then used the word to open it, or to temporarily open it. And you all have used that same word. And so if you wanted to seal it behind you, you would need blood, but it will shut by itself.
And I'll share this.
Okay. Then we don't want to seal it behind ourselves. Because then we'd have to hopefully keep one cultist alive, drag him back with the other kids, and then try and unseal it. We need 2 cultists. We need to unseal it to get out, and seal it again once we're out. And that's just unreasonable to even attempt.
All right.
So.
All right. Great. Let's go.
That's all.
Let's not worry about
Rescue some
sealing
kids.
it then.
I have a feeling that whatever's in there is going to be more occupied with us than it's going to be with getting out. And I
Fingers
have
crossed.
faith.
So you don't want to seal it.
Not right now.
Not when there's kids in there. We came to
All
get
right.
the kids.
Give him my sword back. Then she'll walk in.
I will gladly just hand it over to you as quickly as I possibly can, because that mouthy little brat. Yeah.
As you take it back in your hands and you begin to take a step towards the gate, I need you to make another charisma saving throw, please.
Please let this be the time. This is the time.
It is the time.
7.
As you go to begin to step across, you feel the voice in your head grow in intensity, and almost without thinking, you lash out at the closest person. And yeah, so you are required to make a full attack action against Myrna, please.
Myrna's closest? I just took it from Quill.
I mean, but Myrna was the one that was up against the door, right? Like up closest to the door, trying to figure out all of the things.
So just an attack?
Yes, please. With the weapon.
The whipping? It's 14.
Meets it, beats it. That's my AC.
Oh, fuck.
Well, blood. There we go.
Full fucking damage. So, 11.
Okay.
And then I need you to make a sanity saving throw, Stacia, please.
At advantage, because I have...
I mean, yeah.
Is there a way to make it advantage, or can I just click it twice?
Just click it twice. There technically is, but...
If you
Oh,
just
yeah.
hit the roll up at the top, an
16.
advantage, it'll twice.
I need, so as you lash out at Myrna, you watch as the sword slashes across her stomach, and she cries out, and part of you is relieved as you do so, and then the rest of you recognizes that, and you take 20 stress damage as you just attacked your ally. And the voice of the sword grows stronger. Yes, good. Finish her.
I would like to use my reaction
Okay.
to rebuke Stasia
Okay.
through the doorway.
Okay.
So with my talisman, I can rebuke for 2 damage,
Okay.
but also push people 10 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So you will take that 2 damage, Stasia, and
Sorry, I felt like that was okay.
absolutely. And as you are pushed through the doorway, the voice is shut off so abruptly that you are almost thrown off. And it is silent in your head.
Gonna kind of stride through after
Are you
her.
okay? I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
It hurts, but it's fine. I would really not like to linger with it.
Drop the sword. Drop the sword now.
Fix her.
Leave it
Just
here.
Fix her. Fix her.
Yeah, I got her. You eat the sword if it's gonna be like that. Yeah.
I can't hear him anymore.
Okay.
Will the rest
Yep.
of you like to come through the doorway?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Sham is running in after you to come heal you.
Yep.
Take 11 points of healing.
Nice.
Great.
Nice.
Do you think you can handle the sword, or do you want me to take it?
I can't hear him anymore.
That's a good thing, I think.
The moment that you do hear anything or feel anything in the least, drop the sword. But let's
Or-
keep moving.
Yeet
Does
it
we
at the nearest
know-
cultist.
We know what the sword is called, right?
Yes. Bane of the
We
Nameless.
know it's the Bane of the Nameless one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, one is not in its title, but yes, Bane of the Nameless. Yes.
So like this might be in a yeah. Okay.
Right. So don't just drop it. Throw it at the nearest cultist.
Add a character. We can kite the nameless one back to where we dropped the sword. There we go. No. Hunter's mark. Go.
Okay. Okay. Let's go find some kids and leave, please.
On the other side of the portal,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to begin searching for tracks.
Okay, absolutely. Go ahead and make a survival check, and make a perception check while you're at it.
Absolutely.
With
Both
my
are 21s.
Nice.
I'm gonna say, but with my spiritual weapon too, it's gonna give us 20 feet of light,
Okay.
and then 20 feet past that
Of dim light?
At least of dim light, yeah. So
Okay.
we can see very well.
Perfect. Yeah, so you do see traces of muddied footprints leading forward into the dark tunnel. You also recognize a tripwire about 10 feet ahead.
I would like to disarm that trap.
Okay, go for it. Dexterity-based thieves' tools, if you got it.
Absolutely. Yes, I do, and I am proficient, so it's the same as my survival. So
Okay.
I'm just going to.
Your survival or your... is
it
your
would be this-
dexterity and your wisdom the same?
Yes.
Oh, and you have...
No. No. I apologize. So it would be stealth. It's the same as my stealth.
Yes, there you go.
There we go. Okay. 12.
You... Okay, yeah. You think that you have disabled it.
Okay. I'll point it out just in case. I think I got this tripwire, but there's something funky right around here. Do I see any tracks?
Yeah, you do see the remnants of some mud. Like one or two of them in actual boot prints, but the rest of them is just kind of mud. But it does lead down the stone passageway.
Cool. I'll go first.
All right. All right. Sounds good. You are able to step over the tripwire. You've
Okay.
pointed it out. Everybody is able to, and you are able to continue on. And I believe with that, I think we will take a very short break as you all
Awesome.
dive into the past the Great Gate. We will be right back in 5 or 10 minutes, y'all, so do not move a muscle as we see what everybody finds themselves up to. See you soon.
Bye.